My child, feel the stirring within you even now. You have been sensing it for some time. The quiet movement beneath the surface, the invisible shifting of seasons. The trembling in places you once called secure. You have looked around and seen little change, but inside, something deeper has been calling you. A sound too soft for natural ears, but too loud for your spirit to ignore. You have carried promises that seemed impossible. You have endured seasons where everything appeared silent, and yet, despite it all, something inside you refused to let go. That something is not weakness nor stubbornness. It is the seed of faith I planted in you before you even knew how to name it. You have felt isolated at times, wondering why others around you seem to move ahead while you wait. You have asked me in your quiet moments if I had forgotten you. If perhaps you had missed your moment, if somehow the doors you prayed for would remain closed forever. I have heard every cry, every whispered doubt, every hidden hope you were almost afraid to hold on to, and I tell you today, I am opening doors you cannot yet see. Doors not made by human hands, doors not found by the maps of men. These are doors prepared in the invisible, set apart for a time such as this, and you, my child, are closer than you have ever been to stepping through them. Understand this. I am not limited by what you see. I am not restrained by what you understand. While you have been looking at closed doors, I have been building corridors of favor behind walls you did not even know existed. While you have been praying for one opening, I have been preparing multiple paths to bring you into promises greater than you imagined. The delay was not denial. It was construction. I have been working behind the scenes of your life, setting divine alignments into motion, shifting pieces that seemed unrelated, weaving together a tapestry of destiny that will soon unfold before your very eyes. You have seen glimpses, flashes of hope, moments when your heart quickened at the thought that change might be near. Those were not accidents. They were whispers from my spirit, confirmations that even when you could not see the full picture, I was still speaking, still moving, still building. You have walked by faith, not by sight, and though the road has been longer than you expected, it has not been wasted. Every step, every pause, every detour you didn't understand has been leading you here, to this threshold where the unseen will become seen, where the promises once carried only in your spirit will be birthed into reality. There are doors being opened that you didn't even know to ask for. There are opportunities coming that you could not have orchestrated if you tried. There are connections being prepared that no network could arrange. I am the one who holds the keys, and I am unlocking the future I wrote over your life long before you knew to dream it. You do not need to strive to make it happen. You do not need to force your way through barriers. I am the one moving the walls. I am the one leveling the mountains. I am the one who says yes when every other voice says no. But hear me, my beloved. The doors I am opening are not simply about your comfort. They are about your calling. They are not simply for your blessing, but for my purposes through you. I am raising you up not only to receive, but to release. Not only to enter, but to lead others into what they thought was impossible. The favor I am pouring out is not an end in itself. It is a beginning, a commissioning into a greater story, where your life becomes a testimony of what I can do with a surrendered heart. Prepare yourself not just for what you have asked for, but for more. Stretch your faith. Expand your vision. Lift your expectations. I am not the God of barely enough. I am the God of exceedingly, abundantly above all you could ask or think. What you are stepping into is not the result of chance. It is the fulfillment of divine strategy. Every delay has been a setup for acceleration. Every closed door has been a redirection toward my best. Every battle you survived has qualified you for the victory now at hand. Stay sensitive to my leading. Stay soft in your spirit. Stay flexible in my hands. As the doors begin to open, there will be a temptation to rush ahead or to lean on your own understanding. Resist that urge. Trust the pace of my spirit. Trust the timing of my hand. Some doors will swing wide suddenly. Others will require a step of faith into what feels unseen. But know this, I am with you in every step, orchestrating the details, speaking through the silence, confirming through peace. My child, this is not the end of your story. It is the unfolding of what I have long prepared. The days ahead will not be without challenge, but they will be marked by a grace you have never known before. You will move in spaces you once only prayed about. You will stand in places where others said you did not belong. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, not because you fought harder than others, but because you chose to trust me when it made no sense. Get ready. Stay expectant. Keep your spirit tuned to the sound of my voice. The doors are opening, not in the way you expected, not always where you expected, but in the perfect alignment of my will. Walk forward with boldness. Walk forward with peace. Walk forward knowing that what is about to unfold is not just an answer to prayer. It is the manifestation of a promise written before time began. You are stepping into the unseen, becoming seen. You are stepping into fulfillment. You are stepping into the goodness I have stored up for you. Trust me. The doors are opening, and nothing can stop what I have ordained. My beloved, I see you. I have always seen you, long before you ever questioned your worth, before you ever doubted your place, before you ever compared your journey to another's. My eyes were on you with unwavering love. You have walked through seasons where you felt invisible to the world, overlooked by those who longed to notice you. You have carried silent burdens, prayed silent prayers, and fought battles that few ever understood. Yet, through it all, my gaze never turned away. I have been attentive to every heartbeat, every sigh, every tear you hid from others. I have counted each moment as precious. Nothing about you has escaped my attention. You need to know, my beloved, that you have never been lost to me. You are never one of the many. You have always been uniquely cherished. I crafted you with care, wove you together with dreams and purposes specific to you. The way you think, the way you feel deeply, the way you notice things others pass by, all of these are reflections of my intentional design. I made you sensitive not as a weakness, but as a strength, a gateway to compassion and insight the world desperately needs. I made you resilient not so that you would never fall, but so that you would rise again, time after time, learning with each step that your strength does not come from yourself, but from me. My son, my daughter, the doubts you carry about your own value are rooted in lies that I am tearing down even now. You have believed you were too broken, too late, too small to matter in the great story I am writing. But nothing could be further from the truth. You are not an afterthought. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are a vital piece of a puzzle you have only begun to see. The enemy has worked hard to make you doubt your place because he fears the fullness of what you were called to release. He has whispered that you are insignificant because he knows you are destined to influence, to shift atmospheres, to carry my presence into places others cannot reach. You are not what your failures say you are. You are not defined by the moments when fear was louder than faith. You are not trapped by the mistakes of your past or the limitations of your upbringing. I call you chosen. I call you appointed. I call you anointed. I call you mine. And every time you doubted it, every time you questioned if it was still true after the mess, after the delay, after the disappointment, I reaffirmed it in heaven, sealing it with my unchanging love. My precious one, I have not changed my mind about you, not in your weakest moment, not in your darkest hour, not when you fell short, not when you wandered. My covenant with you is not fragile. It does not depend on your perfection. It is anchored in my nature, and I am faithful when you are faithless. I am steady when you are shaken. I am for you even when you struggle to be for yourself. You have wondered at times why the road has been so hard, why the battles have been so long, why it felt like every door took longer to open for you than for others. But understand this, the depth of preparation is always in proportion to the greatness of the calling. I have been building something deep within you that could not be built quickly. Quick results may satisfy the moment, but deep roots sustain the destiny. I was never interested in giving you fleeting victories. I have always been committed to building you into a house that can carry lasting glory. I invite you now, my dear one, to lay down the comparison, lay down the timelines you placed upon yourself, lay down the expectations that were never mine to begin with. I am not rushing you. I am not grading your performance. I am not disappointed in your pace. I walk with you patiently, joyfully, celebrating every step closer to me. I see your small daily obediences, the prayers you pray when no one sees, the kindness you extend when it's not returned, the courage it takes to believe again after another closed door, and I smile over you. My child, you're doing better than you think. You're growing in ways you do not even realize yet. Seeds planted in hiddenness are growing strong roots before they ever break the surface. Trust the unseen work I'm doing inside of you. Trust the process that feels slow but is rich with purpose. You are not delayed. You are being developed. You are not forgotten. You are being fortified. Come closer still. Lean into my voice louder than the noise of doubt. Rest your weary heart against mine and hear the steady rhythm that has never changed. You are loved. You are called. You are mine. The doors I am opening are not just invitations to new places. They are affirmations of who you have always been in me. Walk through them not with fear but with the full assurance that you are exactly who I created you to be. This is not the season for striving. This is the season for trusting. This is not the season for proving yourself. This is the season for standing in the truth of your identity. The world will tell you to earn it. Religion will tell you to deserve it. But I tell you, receive it. Receive my love freely. Receive my plans fully. Receive my affirmation deeply. You do not need to fight for a place at the table. You were always invited. You were always expected. You belong here. Come, my precious one. Let me remind you again who you are. Let me strengthen the parts of you that have grown tired. Let me breathe fresh courage into the dreams you almost gave up on. The door is open. The way is clear. And my arms are wide to receive you as you step forward into everything I have spoken over your life. I know the pain you carry. I know the questions you wrestle with in the silent corners of your heart. I have seen the nights you laid awake wondering why the road had to be so difficult, why dreams had to be delayed, why promises felt so far away. I have heard every whisper of disappointment, every silent scream of frustration, every tear that you were too tired to wipe away. You need to understand your pain was never unnoticed. Your struggle was never ignored. I was there through it all. Not as a distant observer, but as a father who never took his eyes off you. Pain has a way of speaking louder than truth when you are weary. It tells you that you are alone, abandoned, forgotten. It tells you that the promises must have passed you by. But pain lies. Pain is a tool, not a definition. I never meant for you to wear your wounds as your identity. I allowed the pain not to punish you, but to prepare you. I allowed the pressure not to crush you, but to carve you into a vessel that could carry more than you ever imagined. You've wondered why the path was harder for you than for others. You've compared your battles to their victories. But I tell you now, the depth of the battles you faced was matched to the greatness of the coal I placed within you. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every moment of heartbreak, every loss, every closed door was used to refine you. I was shaping you in ways comfort never could. I was forging strength where weakness once lived. I was teaching you to lean on me when everything else failed. My beloved, understand that the crushing seasons were not to destroy you. They were to produce the oil of anointing that can only come through brokenness. The olive must be crushed to produce oil. The grape must be pressed to release wine. So too your heart had to be pressed. Your spirit had to be stretched to release the fragrance and power that were hidden inside you all along. There were wounds you received that made you question my love. There were betrayals you endured that made you wonder if I truly cared. But hear me now. Not a single tear was wasted. Not a single cry went unheard. I caught every tear and turned it into rain that watered the seeds of your future. I stood with you when the pain was too much for you to stand alone. I whispered hope into your spirit when your mind screamed that it was over. I carried you through valleys so dark you thought you would never find your way out. And every step, every stumble, every cry was a step closer to the promise I was preparing. My dear one, pain has a way of revealing what comfort hides. It shows you where your trust really lies. It shows you what your heart clings to when everything else is stripped away. And though it felt cruel in the moment, it was mercy. I allowed things to be removed from you, people, titles, dreams you built in your own understanding, because I knew they could not carry you where I was taking you. I removed what was temporary so that I could establish what is eternal. I broke down what was fragile so that I could build what is unshakable. You see only part of the picture now, but one day you will look back and bless the breaking. You will bless the waiting. You will bless the seasons where it felt like nothing was happening, because those were the seasons where I was doing my deepest work in you. Roots grow downward before fruit grows upward. Stability is built in silence before strength is revealed in public. I was not ignoring you in the quiet seasons. I was investing in you. I was pouring into your spirit wells of wisdom, patience, resilience, and endurance that you will draw from for the rest of your life. My precious one, if I had given you what you asked for when you first asked, it would have crushed you. The blessing would have become a burden. The promotion would have outpaced the preparation. In my love, I delayed what your heart cried for so that your spirit could be ready to carry it well. What felt like withholding was actually protection. What felt like abandonment was actually a setup for greater intimacy. You learned to hear my voice in the dark, to trust my heart when my hand seemed hidden. That kind of trust cannot be taught in easy seasons. It is forged in the fires of difficulty, and it is more precious than gold. I know you carry scars. I know some days the weight of the past feels heavier than the hope of the future. But lift your eyes, my child. Your scars are not signs of failure. They are signs of survival. They are the proof that you stayed when you could have run. They are the testimony that you trusted when giving up would have been easier. They are markers of battles fought and won with my strength. You are stronger than you realize, wiser than you know, braver than you feel. Not because you never fell, but because you always got back up. And I was the one lifting you each time. Your pain has become your oil. Your waiting has become your strength. Your brokenness has become your beauty. What you thought disqualified you has become the very thing that will qualify you to minister to others. You will comfort those who sit in ashes because you have sat there yourself. You will speak hope to those lost in the night because you have found the dawn. You will carry healing not from theory, but from experience. And your words will carry weight because they are backed by the fire you survived. Trust me with your story, my child. Trust me with the parts you still don't understand. Trust me that nothing is wasted in my hands. I am weaving it all together into a testimony that will bring me glory and bring you joy beyond what you thought possible. The pain was real, but so is the promise. The tears were many, but so will be the laughter. The night was long, but morning is breaking even now. Hold on a little longer. Keep your heart open a little wider. I am not finished with you. I am just getting started. And what is coming will be worth it all. My child, the season you are stepping into is unlike any you have known before. The ground you are walking on has been prepared through prayer, through persistence, through perseverance in seasons where you thought nothing was happening. What you couldn't see with your natural eyes has been moving powerfully in the unseen. Every quiet act of faith, every whispered prayer, every tear of trust. They have built something in the spirit that is now beginning to break through into your visible world. The doors you once knocked on with weary fists are beginning to open with ease under the weight of my command. You have asked me for signs, and I have heard your heart. You have prayed for confirmations, and I have set them in motion. Watch carefully, my precious one, for the signs will come swiftly. They will not be marked by chaos or confusion, but by peace that surpasses understanding. Opportunities you once chased will now come find you. Conversations you once tried to orchestrate will now unfold naturally. People you once struggled to connect with will now seek you out, drawn not by your striving, but by my favor resting upon you. There will be alignments that seem almost too perfect to explain. Paths will cross. Doors will swing open. Timing will fall into place with a precision that only I could arrange. You will step back in awe, realizing that no human hand could have woven the details together so beautifully. These are my fingerprints, the signs that my promises are not distant, but active and alive in your life. Pay attention to the small nudges, the quiet prompts, the inner knowing that stirs your spirit. These are the whispers of my spirit leading you step by step into the fulfillment of what I have spoken. Do not be surprised when the old begins to fall away. Some doors will close, not because you failed, but because they have served their purpose. Some relationships will shift, not out of anger, but because their time in your story has come to a natural end. Release them without bitterness. Trust that every subtraction is making room for divine addition. I'm not taking from you. I'm making space for what is better. I'm not leaving you empty. I'm preparing you to be filled to overflowing. My beloved, the signs of this new season will not always be dramatic. Some will be subtle, quiet confirmations that settle deep in your spirit. Others will be undeniable shifts that even those around you will recognize. Both are signs of my hand at work. Do not dismiss the small beginnings. Do not overlook the quiet victories. The same God who moves mountains also parts seas with a whisper. I am in the big and the small, the sudden and the slow, the thunderous and the gentle. As you walk through the season, keep your heart tender. Keep your ears tuned to my voice. Let gratitude guard your spirit even when the changes stretch you beyond your comfort. Gratitude will keep your eyes open to see what I'm doing even when it does not look the way you expected. I'm doing a new thing and it will not look like the old. It will require a fresh lens, a new level of trust, a deeper reliance on my guidance. Some of the signs you will see will come in the form of opportunities that challenge you to rise higher than you have before. Do not shrink back. When the new doors open, step through them with courage, even if your knees tremble. I am not looking for your perfection. I am looking for your obedience. I am not waiting for you to have it all figured out. I am asking you to trust me with each step. You will find that when you move in faith, I will meet you with provision, strength, and wisdom you did not know you carried. There will also be internal signs, shifts in your heart, in your desires, in your dreams. Things you once pursued with passion may no longer hold your attention, and new visions will rise up that align more closely with my heart. Do not mourn what I shift. Celebrate the growth. Celebrate the maturity. Celebrate the refining that is making you ready for more. My son, my daughter, the signs will not be limited to your personal life. I am stirring the environment around you. Communities will shift. Connections will be made. Movements will begin. You will find yourself positioned in places of influence you once thought were beyond your reach. Not because you pushed your way in, but because I placed you there for such a time as this. You will carry my presence into rooms that have been dry and desperate for the living water you now carry. As the signs unfold, stay rooted in my word. Stay anchored in prayer. Stay humble in success. Stay faithful in the small things. I will trust you with more as you steward what I place in your hands now. Celebrate every door that opens, but remember always that the greatest treasure is not the opportunity. It is the nearness to me that the journey has built within you. Look up, my child. Watch and see. The signs are all around you. The doors are swinging open. The path is clearing. What you once only dreamed about is stepping into reality. Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. My child, now that the doors are opening and the way is being made clear, it is not enough simply to see what I am doing. You must learn how to walk in it. Faith is not only believing for a miracle. Faith is stepping forward in obedience even when the full picture has not yet unfolded. I am calling you to a life of steady trust, a walk marked not by striving or rushing, but by the confident steps of one who knows they are led by the hand of the Almighty. Each day before you move toward me. Begin your mornings not with the noise of the world, but with the stillness of my presence. It is here in the quiet with me that you will receive the clarity you need for each decision. I will not always show you the whole path at once. Often I will only illuminate the next step. Trust me in the small steps and you will find yourself exactly where you are meant to be. Do not despise the days of small beginnings. Every great move of mine starts in unseen, humble obedience. Stay sensitive to my voice, my dear one. You are entering a season where distractions will be louder, opportunities will be many. And the temptation will be to chase what looks good instead of waiting for what is God. Not every open door is a door from me. Not every invitation is one you are called to accept. You must learn to discern, not by sight alone, but by the peace that rules in your spirit. My peace will be your compass. If you step toward something and find that my peace lifts, pause. Seek me again. I will never lead you through confusion or pressure. My ways are marked by peace, even in the midst of challenge. My son, my daughter, I am calling you to walk at my pace. Not ahead of me, not lagging behind. Trust that I am never late and I am never early. I move in perfect timing. When it feels slow, trust that I am preparing you or the environment. When it feels fast, trust that I have already made you ready, even if you do not feel it yet. Sensitivity to my timing will protect you from unnecessary battles and lead you into victories prepared in advance. Stay rooted in my word. Let my promises be the foundation under your feet when circumstances try to shake you. You will face moments where doubts will whisper louder than dreams. In those moments, return to what I have spoken. Remind yourself of what is unchanging. My word will not fail. My promises are yes and amen. When you feel weary, do not run to the voices of the world. Run to the living word that breathes strength into dry bones and hope into tired hearts. Guard your heart, my precious one. Out of it flow the issues of life. Protect your joy. Protect your gratitude. Protect your focus. Choose to speak life even when discouragement tries to settle over you. Choose to see with eyes of faith even when the landscape looks barren. Your words are seeds. Plant words of hope, of truth, of expectation. Your atmosphere will shift as you align your speech with my heart. Do not agree with fear. Do not partner with lies. Agree with me and you will see the fruit of faith begin to break through in every area of your life. Walk in humility as doors open. Remember that favor is not earned. It is given. Walk low, knowing that every opportunity, every connection, every breakthrough is a gift from my hand. Celebrate the victories, but keep your heart anchored in me, not in the success. When you stay humble, you stay under the flow of my grace. Pride blocks the stream of my blessing. Humility keeps it pouring freely. Be a carrier of my presence, not just my promises. Let those who encounter you see not just someone who is successful, but someone who walks with God. Be intentional in your relationships. Surround yourself with those who sharpen your faith, who speak truth when you need it, who point you back to me when distractions come. Not everyone can walk with you into the places I'm taking you. Some relationships were for a season, and that's okay. Release them with blessing. Others I will send to stand with you, to pray with you, to strengthen your arms when you feel weak. Discern who is called to this next chapter with you. Most importantly, my child, stay in constant communion with me. I'm not looking for religious performance. I'm longing for daily relationship. Talk to me throughout your day, not just in the morning or at night, but as you go. Ask me for wisdom in the small decisions. Thank me in the ordinary moments. Invite me into your work, your conversations, your plans. I desire to walk with you in every part of your life, not just in the sacred moments, but in the everyday ones. Obedience will be your pathway to breakthrough. Trust will be your shield against fear. Worship will be your weapon in battle, and intimacy with me will be your anchor when the winds rise. Stay close, stay willing, stay surrendered. You do not need to be perfect. You simply need to be available. You are moving into a season where your faith will no longer be built on what you hope for, but on what you see me fulfill. The unseen is becoming seen. The doors are opening. The promises are unfolding. Walk forward one faithful step at a time, knowing that every step you take in obedience is a step deeper into the destiny I have already written over your life. I see the way you have questioned your worth. I've watched the battles within you, the silent struggles where you wondered if you were enough, if you had missed your moment, if somehow the mistakes of yesterday disqualified you from the future. I have promised. Hear me clearly now. Nothing you have faced, nothing you have walked through, nothing you have stumbled over has the power to rewrite what I have spoken over your life. You are not your failures. You are not your fears. You are not the labels the world tried to place upon you. You are who I say you are, and my word over you is final. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you strong, not because you never feel weak, but because my strength is perfected in your weakness. I call you victorious, not because you have never known defeat, but because I have already won the victory on your behalf. When I look at you, I do not see the mess of your mistakes. I see the masterpiece of my mercy. I see the reflection of my Son within you, shining even through the cracks you thought disqualified you. My precious one, you have spent too much time measuring your worth by broken rulers. You have compared your journey to others and found yourself lacking. You have listened to the whispers of the enemy that told you were too far gone, too broken, too ordinary to be used for anything significant. But I tell you now, those whispers were lies. They were the desperate attempts of a defeated enemy to keep you from walking in the authority you were born to carry. You were never meant to fit into the molds of this world. You were never called to blend in. You were created to stand out, to shine with a light that could only come from me. I know the names you have been called. I know the accusations that have been hurled against you. I know the words that wounded you, some spoken by others, some spoken by your own weary heart. But today I am speaking a better word. I am reaching into the deep places where shame tried to build its home, where fear tried to erect its walls, and I am tearing them down with the truth of who you are. You are not rejected. You are accepted. You are not abandoned. You are adopted. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. You are not invisible. You are intimately known and infinitely loved. Let me rebuild what life tried to tear apart. Let me rewrite the storylines that pain etched into your soul. Let me restore the dreams you buried under layers of disappointment. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You're exactly where I can work a miracle. You're exactly the kind of vessel I delight to fill. Not the perfect, but the surrendered. Not the flawless, but the willing. I have chosen you, and my choice is not based on your ability, but on my love. You have been called to carry my presence. You have been marked with my spirit. You have been set apart for good works prepared in advance for you to walk in. No mistake, no failure, no human opinion can cancel what I have destined for you. What I have begun in you, I will finish. What I have planted, I will bring to harvest. The identity I placed within you before the foundation of the world is rising to the surface now. It is time for you to walk, not in the shadows of fear, but in the light of truth. Stand up, my son. Rise up, my daughter. Shake off the lies. Break agreement with every false identity. You are not small. You are mighty through me. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not overlooked. You are seen and celebrated by heaven. Lift your head not in pride, but in the confidence of one who knows they are deeply loved and fully accepted. The enemy fears the moment you believe who you truly are, because when you do, you will walk with a boldness that hell cannot withstand. You will speak words that carry weight. You will move in authority that shifts atmospheres. You will pray prayers that shake foundations. You will love with a power that breaks chains. You were never meant to limp through life under the weight of false identities. You were created to run with freedom, clothed in righteousness, crowned with glory, and filled with my spirit. My child, let my voice be louder than every lie. Let my truth be the banner over your life. Let my promises be the foundation you build upon. You are who I say you are. Nothing less, nothing more. Fully known, fully loved, fully equipped. Walk in the fullness of your identity. Walk in the strength of my promises. Walk in the joy of knowing that nothing, not height, nor depth, nor past mistakes, nor future fears can separate you from my love. You are mine, and in me you are enough. My child, as you step into the fulfillment of what I have prepared, it is more important than ever that you stay anchored in me. The doors that are opening, the promises that are unfolding, the victories that are coming, they are not the end. They are just the beginning. They are the environment where your heart must remain steadfast, where your spirit must stay sensitive, where your soul must stay anchored. I have not called you only to receive blessing, but to walk with me through it, to steward it with wisdom, to remain close when the noise around you grows louder. Begin every day with me. Before you move into the tasks of your day, before you allow the voices of the world to set the tone, come into my presence. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be perfect. Come honestly. Come simply. Let your first thoughts be directed toward me. Let your heart find its center in my truth before you face the world's demands. A few moments of real connection with me will strengthen you more than hours spent striving on your own. Talk to me throughout the day. I'm not distant. I'm not too busy for you. I delight in every conversation, in every small whisper that reaches out to me. You do not have to wait for a crisis to pray. You do not have to wait for a church service to worship. I am as close as your next breath. Invite me into your decisions, into your struggles, into your celebrations. Let your life become a continual dialogue with the one who loves you most. Stay rooted in my word, my beloved. My words are life. They are strength. They are the sword you will need when doubt comes knocking. They are the lamp that will guide your steps when the path seems unclear. Do not let my word gather dust on the shelf of your life. Open it daily. Read it not as a duty, but as a conversation. Expect me to speak to you through it. Expect revelation, not just information. Expect to encounter my heart on every page. When you feel weak, run to the promises. When you feel lost, run to the truth. When you feel dry, drink deeply of the living water I offer through my word. Guard your heart with diligence. The enemy knows he cannot steal what I have placed within you. But he will try to distract you, to discourage you, to draw your attention away from what matters most. Protect your joy. Choose gratitude even when circumstances seem unchanged. Choose worship even when feelings don't align. Gratitude and worship are powerful weapons. They shift atmospheres. They remind your spirit of what is true even when your emotions try to tell a different story. Be mindful of your attitude, my child. Carry a spirit of humility in your victories. Carry a spirit of endurance in your battles. Carry a spirit of generosity in your blessings. The attitude you cultivate will shape the fruit you produce. Speak life over yourself, over others, over your future. Refuse to partner with fear. Refuse to agree with defeat. Your words have power because they are echoes of the faith I have planted inside you. Walk with people who sharpen your faith. Community matters more than you realize. Surround yourself with those who encourage you, who challenge you to grow, who remind you of who you are when you start to forget. Not everyone can go where I am taking you. Some connections were for a season. Bless them, release them, and move forward with those I have assigned to this next chapter. Community will strengthen you. Isolation will weaken you. Choose wisely. Be generous with what I pour into your life. Share what you have received. Release what I have deposited in you. You are not blessed to hoard. You are blessed to be a blessing. As you give, you will find yourself receiving even more. As you pour out, you will be filled again and again. My kingdom does not operate by the world's economy. In my kingdom, the more you give, the more you grow. Steward your gifts, your time, your resources with open hands and a willing heart. Stay sensitive to my spirit. I will lead you. I will guide you, sometimes through loud confirmations, sometimes through quiet nudges. Do not ignore the still small voice. Do not overlook the gentle promptings. Trust that I'm speaking even when it feels subtle. The more you obey in the small things, the more clearly you will hear me in the big things. Rest when I tell you to rest. Move when I tell you to move. Trust the rhythm of grace I am teaching you. This is not a race to exhaustion. This is a journey of partnership. I am not in a hurry. I am building something lasting in you, something that will withstand storms and pressures. Trust the process. Trust my pace. Trust that you are not missing out when you are moving with me. Above all, keep your heart tender and your spirit expectant. I'm not finished revealing myself to you. I'm not done pouring into your life. There is more depth, more joy, more revelation, more intimacy. Stay open. Stay hungry. Stay connected. You were created to walk with me, not just to work for me. You were designed to live in my presence, not just to visit occasionally. Let everything you do flow from the place of being with me first. In that place, you will find the strength to carry what I am entrusting to you. In that place, you will find the joy that no circumstance can steal. In that place, you will discover that the greatest reward is not the open doors or fulfilled dreams. It is me. I am your greatest treasure, and I am yours forever. My child, hear me clearly. The shift you have been sensing in your spirit is real. It is not imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is the echo of what I have already set into motion. Heaven has moved, and the earth will soon respond. The things you have carried in prayer for so long, the dreams you have cradled through seasons of silence, are closer than you dare to believe. The stirring inside of you is the confirmation that what was once hidden is about to be revealed. The change you have prayed for is not on the distant horizon. It is standing at your door. I am shifting circumstances even now, aligning things in ways you cannot yet see. I am positioning people, opening doors, setting divine appointments into motion. Some of the shifts will seem sudden, almost without warning. But know this, they are not random. They are answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. They are the fulfillment of seeds you planted with tears and faith. You will not have to force what I am releasing. You will not have to chase what I am bringing. As you stay faithful to me, the blessings will begin to overtake you. My precious one, prepare your heart for acceleration. What took years in past seasons will happen in moments now. Where there was once struggle to move forward, there will now be a supernatural ease. Not because the opposition has disappeared, but because my hand is clearing the path. I am parting waters where there seemed to be no way. I am making rivers flow in deserts that looked hopeless. I am doing it not because you earned it, but because I promised it. Not because you figured it all out, but because you surrendered and trusted me. Get ready for sudden connections, unexpected favor. Doors opening without explanation. Get ready for conversations that will confirm what I have whispered in secret. Get ready for opportunities that will align so perfectly that you will know it could only have been orchestrated by my hand. You are entering into a season where your spirit will leap with recognition. This is what I was made for. The preparation, the pruning, the pressing, all of it was for this moment. Do not be surprised when the old falls away quickly. Do not mourn what I am removing. Not every connection can travel with you into this new place. Not every assignment will survive this shift. Some things will be stripped away because they were only meant for a season, not for the fullness I am bringing. Trust me to prune what must be pruned. Trust me to refine what must be refined. You are not losing. You are being streamlined for impact. You are being prepared to carry more weight of glory, and that requires laying aside every weight that so easily entangles. My son, my daughter, I am not just bringing breakthrough. I am bringing transformation. You will not simply return to old dreams revived. You will step into new dreams. Dreams so much bigger than what you once dared to imagine. Your mind has been stretched. Your heart has been deepened. Your faith has been strengthened. You are ready now for things that would have crushed you before. This is why the waiting was necessary. This is why the process could not be rushed. Now you will stand in rooms you once felt too small for. You will carry authority you once doubted you could handle. You will move in power birthed from the deep wells of your surrender. Expect confirmation. Expect unusual favor. Expect sudden doors opening. Expect divine interruptions that redirect your plans into my purposes. Expect to see what you have been carrying in the secret place birthed into the public space. But above all, expect my presence to go before you. Expect my spirit to guide you in every step. Expect to move not by striving, but by resting in the assurance that I have gone ahead of you. This is the time where you will declare only God could have done this. This is the time where your testimony will shake the faith of the doubters and ignite the hope of the weary. This is the time where the dreams you almost buried will rise with resurrection power. You will not walk into this new season empty-handed. You are bringing with you the scars that testify of battles won, the wisdom gained in hidden places, the strength forged in fire. These are not liabilities. They are credentials in the Spirit. Prepare your heart for greater. Prepare your mind for expansion. Prepare your spirit for the weight of answered prayers. Stay humble. Stay dependent. Stay worshipful. As quickly as the doors open, stay grounded in me, for it is my presence that will sustain you through every blessing and every battle that comes with new territory. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. I am with you. I am ahead of you. I am surrounding you. Fear has no place here. Doubt has no power here. Regret must fall away. This is your time to rise. This is your time to move. This is your time to walk through the doors that have been prepared specifically for you. My child, even now, my spirit is moving toward you with arms wide open. I have waited for this moment, the moment when you would slow down enough, when you would quiet the noise long enough to sense how near I truly am. I have not stood at a distance, waiting for you to earn my presence. I have drawn close to your broken places, to the wounds you were too afraid to reveal, to the parts of your heart you believed were too damaged to heal. I am here. I have always been here, and I am not coming to scold you for your struggles. I am coming to breathe new life into your spirit. Let down your guard. Release the defenses you built to survive. You do not need to protect yourself from me. My presence does not come to expose you to shame. It comes to cover you with grace. My spirit does not come to remind you of where you have failed. It comes to awaken you to where you are destined to thrive. I am not looking at you with judgment. I am looking at you with eyes full of compassion and hope. I see what you cannot see yet, the beauty rising from your ashes, the strength being born from your surrender, the story of redemption unfolding where you thought only ruin remained. Open your heart wide to me. Let the walls fall. Let the layers peel back. I already know the hidden things. There is no fear in coming closer, only freedom. I have come to heal the wounds no one else noticed. I have come to break the chains you have worn so long they feel familiar. I have come to call you out of captivity into the fullness of life that was always meant to be yours. Feel my spirit resting upon you even now. Feel the heaviness lifting. Feel the old fears loosening their grip. Feel the deep places of your soul begin to exhale the burdens they were never created to carry. You were not made for anxiety. You were not made for despair. You were not made to live braced for disappointment. You were made to live fully alive in my love, fully awake to my presence, fully free under my covering. My child, you have tried to heal yourself through effort, through distraction, through striving, but deep healing cannot come through human effort. It comes through surrender. It comes when you stop trying to fix yourself and allow my spirit to do what only I can do. Healing is not earned. Freedom is not achieved. Transformation is not manufactured. They are gifts I freely give when you open your hands and simply receive. Receive my love now, not as a concept, but as a reality that wraps around you like a warm blanket on a cold night. Let it soak into the dry, cracked places of your heart. Let it rewrite the narratives that shame and fear have told you. Let it plant seeds of hope where only barrenness has lived. I am not giving you a temporary comfort. I am giving you a new identity, one rooted in truth, in wholeness, in my unchanging affection for you. You will not leave this encounter the same. My spirit is working even now, untangling lies from your mind, breaking generational patterns that have clung to your bloodline, silencing the echoes of past failures that have tried to define your future. I am setting you free from the inside out. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not trapped by what happened to you. You are a new creation, and I am breathing new life into every part of your being. Let my spirit refresh you. Let the dry places of your soul drink deeply of my living water. Where you have felt weary, I am giving you strength. Where you have felt numb, I am awakening passion again. Where you have felt abandoned, I'm wrapping you in the assurance that you are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. Do not rush this moment. Let it linger. Let it press deep. Transformation is not always loud. Sometimes it is the quiet shift of chains falling in the unseen places. Sometimes it is the gentle lifting of burdens so familiar you forgot they were heavy. Sometimes it is the subtle warming of a heart long frozen in fear. However it comes, it is happening even now. My spirit is moving. My spirit is restoring. My spirit is making all things new. You will leave this moment carrying more than you realize. You will walk lighter not because the journey has changed, but because your soul has. You will see differently, think differently, hope differently because you are no longer carrying what was never yours to bear. You are walking in newness of life. You are stepping forward as one who has been encountered by the living God. This is not the end of your transformation. It is the beginning. Keep coming back to this place with me. Keep letting me peel back the layers. Keep letting me speak truth louder than the lies. Healing is a journey, and I delight to walk it with you. Not rushing you, not condemning you, but loving you into fullness day by day. My beloved, you have walked through fires that could have destroyed you, through storms that could have silenced you, through valleys so deep you thought you would never find your way out. But here you are, standing at the threshold of a new beginning, not because of your own strength, but because of my hand that never let you go. You have been prepared for such a time as this. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of standing when it would have been easier to fall. It all mattered. It all was seen. And now I am calling you to move forward, not with fear, but with holy confidence. The doors I have opened before you are not fragile. They are secured by my promises. The path I have cleared for you is not uncertain. It is rooted in my eternal plan. Do not hesitate. Do not look back. Step boldly into the future I have prepared. Trust that I am going before you, walking beside you, surrounding you with my presence. You are not entering this new season empty-handed. You are entering with a testimony, with authority, with a heart that knows how to trust me even when the way is unseen. This is your time to arise. This is your moment to believe like never before. Watch what I will do through a heart that says yes without fear. Watch how I will move when you trust me with everything. The best is not behind you. The best is unfolding even now. Walk forward, my beloved, for I am doing a new thing, and it is springing up before your very eyes. You will not miss it. You will not be left behind. You will not be forgotten. I am faithful to complete what I have started in you, and I am faithful to lead you into every promise I have spoken. This is only the beginning. Amen. Before you move on, my child, share what you have received today. Let your life be a river, not a reservoir. There are others waiting for the same hope that found you here. As you pour out, I will fill you again. As you release what has been sown into your spirit, I will multiply it beyond what you can see. Stay connected to my voice. Stay available to my leading. And know that as you move forward, you are not walking alone. I am with you, and I am working through you to reach many. If you felt peace and blessings through this video, please like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel God Message today to continue walking together on this journey of faith. May God bless you every day.